I ain't with no games. I ain't got the time for it. Especially if it ain't about no bag. Yo, I be sliding in them foreigns.
Salute, salute, salute. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody that's about to pull up. Come on in, get comfortable. Chris will be here in a second. India will be here in a second. Good was good. Bless was good. Was good, man. Continued success over there with them kids with the football, man. I see you working. I see you putting that work in over there. Yeah, should be pulling my brother Chris up right now. Yeah, blessed with another amazing day, man. Um, the official page. Hold on, they said he couldn't join. Yo, Chris, jump out and come right back in. Yo, the showcase is gonna be fire, man. Shout out to my guy Cut. Started working early to make sure that it's even a bigger and better situation than it was last year. I think, as always, because it's mad talent around here, I think the talent is gonna be crazy. So, nah, you know what I mean? Come on over, come on in. Okay, there you go, my brother. There you go.
What's
There
up?
you
What's
go.
up?
Yeah. See what's going on over here, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See what's going on over here, man. We hanging jerseys, you heard?
Jerseys, man. Hanging jerseys, man.
For
We
sure.
hanging jerseys, man. What's up, though?
Hey, all is well. Blessed to see another day. And it's funny, I was in here talking to my guy, Bless. I originally know him from playing basketball, but he started doing all kind of stuff. So he actually is a football and a basketball coach out in Schenectady, doing great things with them kids out there.
Okay.
So now, I mean, we was just talking about the Upstate All Star Showcase. He said he need a VIP, so gonna
Like,
hook him up with that. Okay.
okay.
Listen. I see her in the comments. I see her here. She ready to go. Look, I like that. You know, I like being prompted on time. She ready to go,
You
man.
ready to go, man?
Yo,
Very-
so we ain't even gonna do too much more, man. Without further ado, let's get her right on in here. Especially since it took a second for you to get in, because IG was playing all kind of games. So let's get her in here. Send her that invite. Yeah. How your day going so far, okay?
I'm
Okay, that didn't take long at all. There she goes.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. First and foremost, allow me to introduce myself. This guy's been my little brother and my point guard. He lived on my block back in the day, so that's little bro. met your moms on a couple of different occasions, so that's the homie. So when he told me that we was interviewing you and told me all the amazing stuff you was doing in the game of basketball, this was a no-brainer. And just sitting on the phone, like I think you should know this, just sitting on the phone with him talking about wanting to interview you, we came up with a name and a whole concept for the show, talking about interviewing you. So the conversation about you was an inspiration for this entire platform. Salute to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, for sure. Appreciate you pulling up.
Of course.
Now, I mean, hey, listen, ain't no trick questions. Ain't no trick questions. We just gonna ask you about your life, about your journey in this game of basketball. We not trying to trip you up. We not trying to go viral with a sound bite because you said something crazy. We just trying to shine some light on what you're doing in this game. That's all. All right.
That's it.
Chris, you want to start? I've already been talking too much. They don't really. I talk too much.
But I want to know, because I knew your mom. What made you want to hoop? What made you want to play basketball in the first place?
I started in 3rd grade. It was honestly, at first it was just a recreation thing, just something to keep me busy. Just so I don't get into, outside stuff and trouble. And then after that, I just started to build like a strong love for it. And I just kept going with it from elementary to middle school to high school. And it was honestly, I didn't expect it to get this far, but I am proud that it got this far. It was honestly just something to keep me busy, to keep my head in the right place, just so I don't get caught up, no drama or nothing like that.
No, that's respectable. But where was the turning point? At what point did it become, all right, this is just something to do to keep me doing something positive and constructive to, yo, I got something. I might be one of those. Like,
I would probably say my 8th grade year in middle school, because that's when I hit my growth spurt.
okay.
So once I hit that growth spurt, and then like my trainer, like the skill just came with it. And then I just had people like telling me like, yo, you're going to be a problem, or, like keep going, you're going to make it there. And it was just like, all right, bet, like I get it. Like I understand. So with the motivation, it's just like, all right, I know what I could do. And then the trophies came with it. And then I started to get known in the basketball world as well with the summer tournaments. So it was just a motivational thing. Like I know that could.
Copy.
So coming through high school, winning the PSAL championship, how did that feel?
Honestly, it felt good. Sure.
Right.
It actually was a good feeling to be a part of something like that. Like everybody knows what South Shore is. That's a big legacy.
Yeah.
So to be a part of that was just amazing. But then when I left and I went to Brooklyn on Tech,
You went to Brooklyn on Tech, right?
Something of my own. Like I made, records there as well. Like I led my team. Well, I'm not gonna say I led it because it's a team sport, but led them to a championship.
Awesome.
And to also win it my senior year right before leaving was amazing. And then to just get MVP, like it was just all good. Like I just loved it. It was amazing. It was a good
won one before over there? Or that was their first?
One time, I believe so. I got there for sure, yeah. But also there was COVID times, so it was just like it was hard.
Right. You had to pump some life back into that thing.
Yeah.
So getting recruited out of high school, talk to me about that. Like, what was that like? Did you have multiple offers? Like, just what was that like coming down the stretch of your senior year?
So that also came from AU, with Castle Athletics, Coach Marquis, Coach Shaw. That was like one of the best feelings I had, for them to sit here and pull me to the side, like, yo, I got a couple of college coaches asking about you, or I got this offer that they want to give you. And then to get an offer from a D1 straight out of high school, that's just something amazing. That's not something a lot of people could say they did. So like that was like one of the best feelings, to even come home and tell my mom, yo, Ma, I just got an offer from a D1 college. Like and then also being a first generation to be able to get a scholarship to go to college, like that's amazing. I can't say nothing bad about it, honestly.
Copy, copy, copy.
First person on this show.
Chris?
so so the transition. You went to St. Peter's. How was your first year at college? How was that being away from home for the
Wait.
first time?
Before we even go that far, what made you choose St. Peter's? Because I hear you. You said it was a couple of offers on the table. What made you pick St.
Um,
Peter's?
um, well, what made me pick St. Peter's, I'm the person with a mindset I'm gonna go somewhere I know I'm gonna play.
Got you.
So I'm not gonna, like, I'm not saying I'm not gonna play out of like, a Big East or anything like that. But with where I was going as a freshman, I'd rather go somewhere where I know I'm gonna have the opportunity to touch the floor as a freshman, to have to sit on the bench my first 2 years and then play
Yeah,
again. So that's just me. And also because I didn't really go too far from home, and it was right there, right outside of the city. It's a small school, so it was just like, why not give it a try? Small D1. I got to play. First game I was the sixth man, so it was just amazing. Like, it was opportunities that they was giving me that other schools, like, wasn't really giving me.
got you.
Mm.
All right, now the Chris question. How was that transition going from, you know what I mean, being that one in high school, coming off multiple championships, and now here you are trying to navigate just your game at St. Peter's? What was that like?
Um, St. Peter's, honestly, it was different. Um, the between the doorman and then the team itself and the kind of school it was really different. When I first got there, coach that actually gave me the scholarship wasn't really there, so it was a whole new thing that I had to get used to. Um, I wouldn't say I had a bad experience, but I would say that I wish I would have, went a little different route.
Okay.
But I'm grateful for the experience either way.
Yeah,
It still taught me things, and it still shows me different ways, or different things
yeah,
just to get. So
yeah. Like you can't, experience is everything.
right,
Experience is
definitely.
everything. And
Yeah.
I
It's,
I went through that. I went through that in college
that's why I laughed when you said that. Chris went through a very similar story to where
word.
the coach that asked for him wasn't
Yeah,
the coach when he got there.
right, exactly.
He was the guy when he just left. He came to our apartment like, hey guys, I gotta send my pro job, and like we never seen this guy again. Like it was over. Like
Yo,
I'm
you
like, yeah,
ever looked his name up?
I never cared. Like I was so mad. I'm like, I don't care about this guy no more. How the hell you just recruited 4 kids from the East Coast and just left us? Like, y'all right? Like, nigga, what? So
And look, she was lucky to only go right to Jersey.
Right,
He took y'all to
yeah,
California and
right,
dip.
exactly.
with this other coach, he like, yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like so it was tough. It was tough for me because I was angry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can laugh about it now, but I was angry because I'm like, yo, that was crazy to me. Like, we
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
wait. We kids under you, bro. Like our parents talk to you, bro. Like, well, how you do that? So it was a crazy experience, but that was probably the best time of my life out there.
It definitely not yet.
so
I
that's what
could
she was saying. Yeah, she was saying the
Yeah.
experience is unmatched. You
Right.
still get, no losses, just lessons, right?
definitely.
So before we get into your particular story, just give me your outlook overall on the transfer portal now, because Chris didn't have that. Like for Chris to bust a move, he might have had to lose a year. Now with the transfer portal, the same way coaches could dip on you, now you can make a move to better your career and your situation. So what's your overall thoughts on just the transfer portal in general, and then we'll get into your story about where you decided to go.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on the transfer portal, honestly, I feel like it's a great decision. It's a great, like, it's just something good to look at, to be able to be like, all right, maybe this is not working, so you could enter a portal. You don't have to, lose a year, or you don't have to worry about where you're gonna go or anything like that. As long as your grades is good and you enter that transfer portal with the skill and the grades, anybody could come for you. To be very honest with you, so I feel like it's a good look for all any sport, honestly, basketball, football, track, any sport that we think of, like that's a good, like that's just a good opportunity to be able to say, all right, I don't want to work out here into a transfer portal, and it's honestly just everything coming back. Like from you first, before you even got to college, the offers that you had, you entered the transfer portal. Them same coaches that wanted you before can easily come back and
Yep.
be like, yeah, I'm gonna try. And now you got opportunities where you be like, damn, like you was probably thinking like, damn, I should have went here. Now that you in that portal, they coming back for you. It's like, all right, I bet I got another opportunity to still go there. So
Got
that's honestly great. I really like the transfer portal. I feel like it's a good idea.
copy.
That's the biggest thing it do. It gives you the opportunity.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
found
it's options.
Yeah.
start a fresh
Yeah.
slate.
So you could go
No.
to friends, even if it don't work out. I can enter the transfer portal after this year. There's no holding you guys back.
Right.
Like that's what I love about it. Like you stop holding people back. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And even
And you know, as an athlete, it's not that much different from the working world. You just want to have some sense of hope that,
yeah,
and you know, options give you hope. So even when things may not be going great, just to have the option, and I may decide to stick it out here. I may decide to figure something else out, but that option is a sense of relief.
yeah.
Than back in the day when you stuck here.
yeah, we got more opportunities now. Like even for kids, as you know, JUCO now, you could go to still have your eligibility for
Yep.
3 years. Like people didn't have that. You know, then once you went JUCO, you only got them 2 years out of 4.
Back,
Now
you got 2 years left to figure it out.
go
Uh,
get all your 4 years and still another degree on top of your master's, bachelor, whatever you want to get. So that's your job, honestly speaking. Like I feel like now people have more opportunities than what they would than people that already played their college years of basketball.
Agreed.
So that's just
Agreed.
honest.
All right, so you made a decision to go to Kingsborough. Talk to me about that.
Honestly, I made a decision to go to Kingsborough because I came back home. I had I could have went anywhere, but I feel like honestly, you got to show people like there's nothing wrong with going JUCO ball. Like it's nothing wrong with it. JUCO basketball is just as hard as a Division 1, 2. It's just as hard, and I feel like some people don't understand that. Even from a coaching point of view, like you're dealing with a whole bunch of kids with different egos and personality, stuff like that. So I feel like when me, bro, honestly, I didn't before people told me about Kingsborough. I didn't know about it, to be very honest. But as I got there, it was just like, all right, yeah, I could do this. Like it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard getting to know the team. Like my team now, I love my team. You know, the bond that we built between my team, the men's team, like the bond that everybody built, is just amazing. Like I feel like I made a good decision going where I went and doing the things that I do there. Like knowing that nobody else did it, it's just an amazing feeling. Like
yeah.
I
Like yes. Create your mark.
yeah,
I
exactly.
love it. Yes. That's what I'm about. So you started off, you having a great year. What have you been doing differently, or what has turned in your brain that has, like, the season started and you said I'm going all the way? What has happened?
Um, honestly, I'm such a like I don't really know, to be honest. Like I feel like in the beginning of the season, it was just more so me getting used to it, like getting used to the feeling of being in a new environment. And once I got used to that, it just was like, all right, now it's like I'm unstoppable. Like I really have the mindset. Like I don't really feel like I have a cocky mindset. It's just I know once I step on the floor, nobody can guard me, nobody can stay in front of me. Like that's just how I feel. And me, when you go on the court with that mindset, it's just like you carry it on. So no matter who in front of you, they can't guard you. Who it is, no matter what it is, with me being below somebody, the person that's ranked above me, I just know I came on that court and I just said to myself, she's not better than me. I looked at her and I said, she's not better than me. And then after the game, I gave my respects to her as well. But it's just during that game, we're enemies. No matter whether we grew up together, we live together, we
Yeah.
gon' we
It's
gonna
game
go at
time. War
it. Yeah,
time.
we gonna go no matter what it is. Like
So
Well, clearly that feeling of can't nobody guard you has some truth to it because here you are, first and foremost, as a team, because you represent the team. So as a team, y'all are 20-1 currently, correct?
Yep.
You personally, I looked, it told me that you're first in overall points, right?
wow.
At
Right.
524.
Mhm.
You're second in point average, averaging 26.2.
Yep.
You're second in field goal percentage at 60.
I miss it.
You done had over 10 games with 30 or more.
Dogging out here. You outside. We love it.
Oh, has it gotten to your head? Is the work finished? Have you got to where you want? Or still more work to do?
There's way more work to do. I didn't honestly. When people kept coming to me like, "Yo, you have 50, you have 50," and it was just like, "All right, cool." But if you see the team we played, I was supposed to have 50. It was none. It's none to it. Like, I don't really. I'm just a. I feel like I'm too humble to even sit here and be a cocky
Yo,
person. Like,
Hold on.
you watched us both sit back just now when you said that. Here's why. Like I told you, we was talking about you the other day. I do research because I love doing interviews. I love learning about people and love, you know what I mean? Finding out more. When I see information like, God, I know what I'm going to ask. I want to ask more. I want to ask more. So in my research, as soon as he sent me the stat line, Let's talk about the stat line because it was an amazing stat line. 50 points,
I don't know
10 rebounds, 9 steals, 8 assists. That's crazy, right?
mm-hmm.
But then I went and looked at the team and I seen the final score and I was like, yeah, she's supposed to do that right there. So
Exactly.
nothing to take away from her accomplishment. That's still dope, but
That's something you're supposed to
it's a
do.
little different. You know what I mean? Like to have that stat line in a tight game to where you needed every point, every steal, every rebound, like that, every point mean more in that situation. You know what I mean? So I said that. So, but of course, I was never going to come on here and say that to you.
Mm-hmm.
But to have you recognize it and say it yourself was fire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That let me know where your mentality is as a baller for real, for real.
We ain't got to worry about it.
It's not over. I feel like only way I probably feel like I accomplish something is if I do the same thing I did in that game in today's game. Because today is the only game that's.
So let's talk about
So
today's
let's
game
talk
since you
about
brought
it.
it up.
About to
Let's
get
talk
to
about
that.
today's
I
game.
heard.
I said y'all
They did.
20-1, right? Y'all 20-1. That one loss
Hey,
came earlier this season to Hostos.
yes,
Who y'all
yes.
play today?
Hostos.
Oh,
Say that.
That's this. Listen, Hostos. That's family right there. But like I said, when we get on the court, that ain't family. That's not. As much as I love Coach, much as I love Coach Mark, they my enemies right now. Until after 6 o'clock. Actually, until after 8 o'clock, because my men play too. So until after that.
Okay.
Until after both of my teams play, that's when we family again. But as of right now, that's not. They enemies right now. As much as I love them, but Hostos honestly best game. Best game I'm looking forward to. One thing about me, I don't like playing teams that's not as good. I like playing calm.
Yeah.
I like people that challenge. I feel like it's just too easy. Like I like to be challenged because that's the only way you're gonna get better. You're not gonna get better playing girls that's not on the same level. I'd rather play people that's same level or higher than me. It's any game under than that is boring to me. I don't know. Honestly
Like, I
speaking.
seen the 9 steals. I'm like, yo, Chris, them girls couldn't even dribble across half court.
I got
You might have been able to leave them in the gym by themselves and they might have got 30.
50 points, man. Okay, I got it. But that was a breath of fresh air for you to say exactly what we talked about. That was crazy to me. Like, my God, she a dog, bro.
Nah, that's what's up. So, yo, Chris, you was about to say you had heard something through the grapevine about what transpired in the loss to Hostos last game.
I heard these coaches are family,
Mm-hmm.
but you felt like they did some funny stuff to you. they sent somebody at you. And you kind of lost your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we do our homework. We do our homework.
Let's talk
oh,
about
last team fouled out. Learned a lot from that. Honestly, I just gotta control my emotions. But in basketball, it's just something so you gotta sometimes you gotta let the shit out. Sometimes like I don't. It's like sometimes you can't just hold it back. They had their men on our baseline. You know, nobody's supposed to be on our baseline while we playing, but it's cool. They don't really bother me. They was on my baseline. Um, one of his players had went up for a layup, and it was a chase down block, and I had said, give me that shit. The ref ain't hear me at first. Then the boys on the baseline, they like, yo, tech. Boom, he gave me a teched out the game. Just cause he heard them tell them, just cause the ref heard them,
it.
say, yo, she said, give me that. You feel me? So it's just like, damn, like he was ready to let me slide. I was already about to run down the court. And then as soon as you hear somebody say, you know,
Yeah,
tech,
like they made you make the
you
call. Like
call
you
it
ain't
out.
even hear it yourself.
Right. And then the next game after that, one of most those boys said the same thing to one of my men's, and he was good. So I was just like, man, that's kind of crazy, but it's honestly I can't blame nobody on my side. I just gotta control my emotions. Sometimes you gotta keep stuff in, especially in the predicament I was in already with 4 fouls. So it's just like sometimes you gotta shut up. You just gotta let it be,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
it do what it do. You already got the block. Let it be what it be. Get back on. Do what you gotta do. That's really it. I can't really say nothing about that.
Copy. But in reference to what you just said, do you feel like there's still a huge unbalance in how the men are allowed to get out some of that emotion and express themselves, where they still kind of pushing the women to kind of be dainty and not show no real emotion?
Yeah, for sure. I always feel like that. That's something me and my teammates talk about on a day to day. Even in the locker rooms, like we talk about that all the time. Like it's just certain things that we can't do that the men could do. They had stopped us from celebrating. We make threes. They said we was gonna get a tech for that. We can't really talk. Just like when it comes to men, like no hate against them. Like they're tough, and but it's just like I feel like if they could do certain stuff, why can't we do the same thing without having to face the consequences with it? But
I agree with you because it's not a men or women thing. It's an
It's
emotion
an
thing.
athlete thing, it's a competitive thing,
Right.
it's a,
So
it's a sports thing.
that,
Let it happen.
yeah,
right,
you
'cause at the end of the
gotta
game,
let that emotion go, and then you make. That's what's gonna bring out the better part of the game for people. Like y'all taking it away, y'all trying to control the whole game, and you can't do that with athletes.
right.
Athletes get mad, and you see some different type of
Mhm.
action now. Like, oh, you made them mad. That's what happens. Oh,
Right.
yeah,
half,
Yeah.
half the people that you really sit here and you talk to in the game or you talk to the game is honestly just family after the game. So it's just like this is somebody like I talk to like this in the park in the summer. Like we go out in the summer. We talk to each other just like this in the summer. So it's just like, of course, I'm gonna talk to them like that, but refs don't know that. They don't know who you hang out with. They just look at this is one team. This is another team. You talk to your team. They talk to their team. So it's like you can't really blame them. But it's just like a little bit of freedom. That's really
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
All right, so you said you learned a lot in the loss. I was looking at the numbers. Um,
Me
so Deja White had 28, Shelby McGill had 19, and Anaya Robinson had 15. What are y'all gonna do tonight to limit the amount of buckets they was getting?
Shelby's a shooter. You just gotta make sure hand in her face all times. Don't make her get comfortable. Once a shooter get comfortable, they comfortable.
Yep.
You gotta stop and let a shooter, no matter who, what, where they at.
Mm,
Don't let them get comfortable. My teammates that all the time. She's a shooter, so once you let her get that shot off about 4 times, it's gonna start clicking.
mm,
No matter,
mm,
you can't let them get comfortable. Deja White take 9 from her. Tough guard, very tough. She's crafty. She could get on the inside, but also it's always a way to stop somebody, no matter who it is. So as long as we sitting on them and we making them uncomfortable and we in their face, I feel like nobody is messing with us. And that's just they had us our first game. And this is why I say nobody, I say this now, they not messing with us now because they was our first game. This team still has some getting used to each other to get to. We still
Gotcha.
have to build. Our chemistry is here now. So all of that is out the window. Once we got here, we went and clapped teams by 50. Teams that's ranked out in Boston and clapped by 50, 30. This is you like, and then we do our research. We not no team that just gonna sit back and let a game play when we have an off day and we know we gotta play. Now we do our research. We don't seen what they do. We done seen teams that clap by 10 and they only beat them by 2. It's nothing personal. It's just now we got business to handle. Y'all had us our first game. We'll get that to you. But we gonna see how tonight goes. That's just really it. We know what we coming. It's not gonna be the same outcome as much as they think it is. It's not. It's really not.
All right. You sound ready. You sound ready. Chris, you got anything else?
You sound like she ready to go. I don't
know. Can you see the comments?
That's number. That's right there. That's key. That's the Kia Williams, number 7.
Yeah, they bugging in the comments. Miss 50 ball. They wilding.
Wilding in the comments. I can't.
Yeah, they bugging in the comments for.
Is the Kia Williams like 6 in the countries and scoring as well.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Right, coming from St. Peter's, coming to the Kingsborough. How does it feel seeing the name ranked now number 2 in the nation?
It's amazing, honestly. But like I said, still got work to do until I'm at that number 1 spot. And number 2 is cool. I gotta be number 1, and what that just gonna show. And the goal that I gotta reach right now, I have a goal where I'm trying to hit 1,001 season. My first season coming in there, and I'm trying to graduate and leave with 1,000. And right now I'm halfway there, so I'm not really, really
you definitely are. And you got about 12 to 15 games left, and you did it in 17. I don't know. No.
But listen. You need to score enough points for your team to win because I know that's the number 1 goal. You came from high school winning championships. I know y'all want to win. I know that's the main focus right now, trying to get Kingsborough that championship, man. How does it feel? Do you feel, being that you made 2 high school championship runs, do you feel that same energy in this locker room? Because to win a chip, everybody got to be on board, from the ball boy, equipment manager, coaches, AD. Everybody got to be on board. Do you feel that culture over there at Kingsborough?
Yeah, 100%. We got Coach Jordan. He got a lot of experience in this. He motivates us. The off days, he texts us, "Yo, get in the gym, let's work." It's honestly an off day. If you're a real athlete, off day, not an off day.
Ain't no off day.
Whether you going to work out an hour or some change, or you're going to watch basketball, but an off day is not an off day. And my mom can sit here and tell you, even on my off days, I'm outside and I'm watching basketball, no matter what it is, high school, college, I'm watching basketball. I can't, I'm not the type of person, I can't just sit in the house. It's boring to me. I can't do that. So, even our coaches with our team, I got hitters on my team right now. Like, point me out and like put me in the spotlight, but I'm a team. I don't really believe in the whole one-on-one things. I got hitters. I got Zakiya Williams, Tiana Davis, Kayla Wilson. Arthur Gelosi, Jaden Vega. Like, I have people that I know if I fall, they gonna pick me up. If I take that ball, they gonna like me. Like, it's just certain people. Jaden, that's my shooter. That's somebody I kick it to. I know she gonna drain it. Like, that's somebody I believe. Kia.
I mean, you did have 9 assists. Am I correct? Was it 9 or 8? Well, I don't think you ever had a game like that. I don't think I've had a game of 58 and 9, and I didn't shoot.
Hell no. First, I ain't never had no 50. Like, we just gonna start there. Like, I was a walking 2020 guy. Like, I was a walking 2020. Like, you could almost write it in a book. Give me 2020. 50 is crazy. 50 is crazy.
Man, like
9
it's hard.
steals is crazy. Now that whole stat line is crazy,
That's
bro.
ridiculous. So,
50.
and let's be clear, you came on talking about your team. So, you feel me? So, you gotta have some hitters. You gotta have hitters with you. Y'all
Listen,
20 and 1.
20 and 1 ain't a mistake.
Facts. You gotta have
20 and
somebody with you.
1 ain't a mistake. All right, so before we let you go, two things.
Mhm.
One, I hear you talking about your hitters. Again, we hang in jerseys. We just want to give people their honors and their spot like they deserve. So we're gonna allow you. You don't even gotta do it right now. You can let us know in the inbox later. But
But,
we're gonna allow you to select someone you feel like we should interview.
but
Right?
Fact.
Second thing, can't let you go without trying to continue to pass the light, pass the torch, and pass the information to the next generation. What advice would you give to a young lady playing ball, either in middle school or high school, that has inspirations of playing college ball?
Yes.
um, I'll honestly say from my experience, once you fall down, just get back up. Ain't nothing to it. Um, always, always have good people in your circle. Don't have, no negative people. Have people that's gonna motivate you, push you, pick you back up when you fall, and always make decisions that you know is good for you. Don't make a decision based off what other people say. You know, it gets hard. It definitely do get hard, but you just gotta push through it. It can't give up because life is not easy itself. So it's gonna get hard. There's definitely gonna get hard, but it's up to you to keep pushing through it and not give up on something that you really love. If this is something that you love, you got to keep going. You got to go for it, no matter who telling you what or what it is. You got to keep going for it. Something that you love, you got to stay motivated in it. And always have good people in your circle. Honestly, also that just having positive mindsets around
Yeah,
you, that just helps a lot. Like honestly.
got you. Nope, that's a great
So
answer. Appreciate it. Um, I'm gonna ask you this last question because you
yeah,
mentioned it early. Talk to me about what your grades is like. Because people get caught up in the athlete part and forget the student part sometimes. But I heard you earlier when you was talking about the transfer portal saying, listen, if your grades is good and you can ball, you got options to go where you want. So tell me what your grades like this semester.
right now they way better than my freshman year. I would say back to when I said my coach with the whole St. Peter's thing. That was like half my coach and half me as myself. Dumb freshman mistakes. You get in the dorm, you want to have fun. So you slack off a little bit. So now that I'm at Kingsborough, with people that's on my ass and make sure that I gotta do what I gotta do, my grades is actually very good. I was able to stay eligible to play another half of the season. Um, so like honestly, I would say my grades is very good right now, and I'm also taking 2 winter courses just to have some extra credits in there.
Smart.
So
All
right,
right.
Very sharp. Very smart.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Did you got anything else for her? I
uh,
think she tired of me.
nah. We doing good. Doing good. Um, what schools are you looking at this point?
See, I ain't want to ask
Or
stuff like that because I ain't want to have you looking past the goal of this season. So I ain't even want to. You know what I mean?
What schools am I at? I got a couple schools, couple big opportunities. Honestly, I'll have my coach. He'll tell me about Norfolk. You know, he'll tell me about Georgia State, Providence. Just today I had one of my other coaches talking to me about UMass, and I also had a conversation with one of my coaches the other day to just go overseas, which is actually a big opportunity to be able to go pro. But my mindset right now, I probably wouldn't go to a pro right out of a JUCO. I still want to experience.
experience that lifestyle
I
that
want to experience
everyone
the feeling to be like, because
you
my
been
first going away was a PWI. It wasn't bad, but I know like experiencing HBCU between basketball and the environment alone, I probably go crazy. So I,
Yeah, that school spirit be different.
yeah like
I got to experience the homecomings, the basketball. I
The
gotta do.
band.
The
Yeah,
sororities.
and I can't
Colleges,
pass up the, 4 years. I can't pass that up.
no,
I can't.
I don't think no kid should. Personally, I had the best time in college. Actually, I always tell him that. That one up, man. Listen, everybody. I can't wait for my son. I'm kicking him away from me.
Look, that's your grandmother? She said, yes, GA, so you're close to grandmother.
Hi, Grandma.
But
but
definitely, listen, we definitely appreciate you taking some time out of your day, especially on a game day with a big game tonight. We appreciate you. We wish you the best. We're going to be tuned in and tapped in. You know what I mean? See if you got another 50 ball. But more importantly, get the win.
I'm aiming for. I mathed it out. 5 layups each quarter. That's what, like 40.
You're talking like Shaq and Kobe and them, bro. That's how they get their points. That's
how I math my points every time I get my 5 layups, and now the rest go to my team. That's how you rack up your assists. It's just really easy. Some people just think you got to take a bunch of shots to hit a high point. It's not really that. You just got to math it out. Each layup is 2 points. Each 3 is 3 points. Once you score 5 layups in one quarter, that's 10 points. 5 layups in your second quarter, that's 20 points. 5 layups in your third, that's 30. 5 layups in the fourth, that's 40. Depending on how you feel, you might win layups in the end, and that's 50. It's just how you mathed it. You can't just. I seen a couple of people that took 100 shots and made 12. Finished the game with something low, and you took about 100 shots, and it's people. It's not as hard as people make it seem. Like, it's really not.
Nah, I think you're just making it easier than people can make it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I looked at your film because we talk about that. Me and Chris talk about that. Like, you can have a whole bunch of points, but if you took mad shots to get there, it's like, yo, fam, your percentage was dirt.
Right.
So to be where you're at with points and to be doing it at a high level with 60% from the field goal is commendable.
Yeah.
It's commendable. Yo, keep working. We look forward to talking to you again. And like I said, hit either me or Chris in the inbox. Let us know who you would like us to interview next. I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you up here.
Yes, man. Very sharp.
Yo, go get to work. Get to work.
Yeah.
Focus in, locked in. Big game tonight.
Locked in all week.
All right, boom. Yo, Prince, talk to you on the other side.
Yeah.
Another show. Love is love.
First show.
Facts. We hanging jerseys around here. The biggest honor you can give an athlete is to hang their jersey in the rafter. So while everybody else is giving flowers, we hanging jerseys.
Going out here.
Yo. I be sliding in them foreigns, third lane flooring, trapping like the renters do, out into the morning. If it ain't about $1, all that chatting I'm ignoring. Nigga came back to the block, racked up like I was touring. Gave you niggas warning, really live what I'm